Start off this flow by finding yourself on your mat on all fours and just start to center yourself. You're going to start off with a cat-cow, so you want to breathe in and round your back up, pushing your shoulder blades apart, feeling a nice big stretch through the back of your body. And at the bottom, as you come down into your cow, you want to stretch through your abs in the front. Breathe in nice and deep to stretch up, and breathe out to come down. Make sure your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders. Every time, see if you can get a little bit more stretch at the top through your shoulder blades, and see if you can come down a little bit lower at the bottom. And roll out your shoulders, give yourself a bit of a wiggle from side to side. Try to see if you can get some looseness through your spine. Now reach your right leg back and then rotate up towards the ceiling to get a nice twist through your body. Then to stretch through your side, reach up and over your head, and then return. So each time, see if you can get a little bit more of a stretch up and over your head. You should feel a lovely big stretch down the side of your body. Then rotate back down and repeat on the opposite side. So move your left leg back, then rotate up towards the ceiling, and then get that stretch through the side of your body. So reach up, then stretch over your head. Big breaths in, and then big breaths out. And rotate back down to all fours and recenter yourself. Now big breath in and then push back into your downward dog. So you want to have your hips nice and high and pushing your shoulders away from your ears. You can start by walking your feet left and right if you're feeling a bit tight through the back of your hamstrings. Trying to sink those heels down towards the floor. Feeling a nice big stretch down the back of your hips. As you start to get a bit warmer, you can sink them a little bit lower through your heels. And you can try and push those hips up to the sky and see if dropping them you can get down. Still remembering to breathe through your belly, keeping that nice connection with your breath the whole time. Slowly come back down to all fours. You can either lower yourself down on your knees or your toes, and then rotate your right leg up and over, so you're getting a twist through your back. And then reach your shoulder up if you want to make it a little bit more advanced. You should feel a lovely big twist through your body and also a stretch through your shoulder because it's down on the floor. Slowly come back to center and repeat on the opposite side. So I've rested my right shoulder on the floor in this one, and then my left leg has come up and over, getting a nice big twist, and then I reach my left arm up and overhead if I want to make it a bit harder. Swivel back to the middle and then go again on the other side. Still breathing, still relaxing into the stretch. And place my hand down and do one more on the other side. Come back to center, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Then you can reach behind you and try and pull yourself back and up. So you're getting a big stretch through your chest and your shoulders. This is a little bit advanced, you can just reach behind you to get that same stretch. But see if you can give this a go. You have a little rest. Then go again. Push your feet away from you to get a big stretch through the front. Still breathing through your belly. One more. Reaching up. Pull yourself back. Breathing through your belly. And slowly release. And you can stretch up into a cobra stretch. If that's too advanced, you can just do a little mini one, so you're pushing the floor away and just reaching your chest up. But if you can, see if you get a nice big stretch through your abs all the way up. Push yourself back and have a little rest in your child's pose, just relaxing your back. So breathing through your belly, knees out, arms stretch out in front of you, and sinking down into that stretch. When you're ready, slowly coming up. And sit back into a deep Hindu squat. So you try and get the heels on the floor, but if you can't, that's okay. Just try and sit down as low as you can. Then just place your elbows in the inside of your knees. And just focus on sitting as low as you can. Then place your hands on the floor and push your knees out to the side. It's getting a nice big stretch through your inner thighs. It's a frog stretch. Use your hands and your elbows as leverage to really push those knees apart. So sit down more into the stretch, hands on the floor, then push your knees out. Take a little bit of time there, focusing on your breathing. Sink down low. Push the knees out, see if you can sink the heels a tiny bit further down. Push the knees out with your elbows. Spend a bit of time sitting into that nice deep squat. Slowly come up, shake it out. You can open up through the back of the hammies and fold down if you'd like. Just relax through your low back, through your hips. Slowly walk it forward. Find that high plank, then you can hop, step or jump in. Come into a forward fold, so just stretching through the back of those hamstrings. Similar to your down dog, if you're a bit tight through there, you can bend one knee, straighten the other to get a bit more openness through the back of the legs. Slowly come up into your standing position. Let's do a couple of sun salutes. So reach up and overhead and breathe back down to your chest. So big reach up and over and breathing out back down. I love this one. Gets a nice big openness, gets the air into the lungs. Then when you're ready, take a nice big step back into your crescent lunge. So you should have your toes on the floor on the back foot and your heel on the floor with your front foot, then reach up and overhead as high as you can. You can rotate into your warrior two, so bending the front knee and having the back foot on about 45-degree angle, reaching your arms out, then reaching up and behind you into a reverse warrior, giving a stretch through the side of your body. Come back to center, breathing in, then breathing out, reaching through to your triangle, so your hands on the inside of your leg, twisting up towards the sky. Taking your breaths again. Then returning back to your warrior, swivel both your toes in towards each other, then fold down to a big V stretch. So this should feel it down the outside of your calves, maybe a little bit through the hamstrings, just relaxing through your low back. You can grab the floor, your elbows, your feet, wherever you feel comfortable, getting a nice big stretch. Just take some time here, really allow gravity to pull you down. Slowly returning back up, twisting to the front. I like to get a bit more stretch through the front of my hip. Sink down into that crescent lunge again if you'd like. And step up. And go into a couple more sun salutes. So big breath up and breath down. Big breath reaching up and coming down. Repeat on the other side, so nice big step back into your crescent lunge again, reaching up and over your head, then drop the hips down. Try and squeeze the glute, get that stretch through the front of your hip. Then rotate into your warrior two. Drop that front leg down, back foot's at 45 degrees. Spread your arms wide. Reach behind you into a reverse warrior. Stretch through the side of your body. Come back to the warrior two, and then circle down to your triangle. Hand on the inside of your leg. Rotate, look up towards your hand if you can. Get a nice big twist through your body. Return back to your warrior two. Turn the toes in, then folding down to the floor. You can grab your hands, your legs, the floor, wherever you feel comfortable. Get a nice big stretch down the back of your legs and the side of your calves. Remember to breathe, take that time, then slowly coming back up again. Turn that toe to the front. Then you can reach up, do a couple more crescent lunge stretches, squeeze your bum, open through the front of your hip. Really focus on the hip flexor stretch. And slowly hopping back up to the top. Have a little shake out, have a little rest. Then come into some nice big spinal rolls, reaching down, trying to round through your vertebrae down to the floor. And then reverse it back up to the top. So really try and get your hips tucked under, then your low back, then your mid back, then your shoulders. if you can. And clasp the hands behind your back, open through the chest, breathing into your belly still and stretching with your shoulders back and down. Squeeze it back, try and squeeze the mid back and your behind your shoulders. If you need to release and reset, that's okay. Then when you're ready, slowly coming down, sitting on your bum. Then just stretching up, reaching behind your hamstring, getting a stretch down the back of the leg. Every time you breathe out, just see if you can pull the leg a little bit closer towards you. And then you can softly hug your knee in towards your chest. If you'd like, you can return back to the straight leg position, or you can just keep your knee hugged in towards your chest. Then cross that leg over and reach through into a figure 4 glute stretch. Stretch out through your bum and the side of your hip. Just take some time here, breathing deep, getting a deep hip opener. And slowly come down, place your feet on the floor, and then repeat on the opposite side. So straighten your leg up first, get a big stretch down the back of your hamstring. You can bring that knee in towards your chest, give it a bit of a hug. Then straighten up through the back of the leg. Remember this whole time, just taking nice deep breaths. You want to gently pull the leg into the stretch, you don't want to force it. You can either keep it hugged in towards your chest or in the straight leg position. Then cross it over into your figure 4 on the opposite side. Grab your knee or your shin and then just lay down. Really relax into the stretch, breathe, let it all go. Just take your time here. See if when you breathe out, the stretch will go a little bit further. You can slowly release, twist off to one side. Let's come into a nice gentle low back twist. Try and keep your opposite shoulder on the floor, and then bring your knee down towards the floor. Just getting a nice big twist. Come down to the middle, then off to the opposite side. Just get a gentle twist through your back. You might feel a little bit through your chest as well if you're a bit tight through there, maybe a bit through your hip. It's a nice big opener. Take your time, focus on your breath. Just allow yourself to relax and to reflect a bit on your practice, and you've let yourself sink into every stretch, giving your body the recovery that it needs. Then slowly come back to the middle. You can either lay straight down, or you can grab your knees and just hug them into your chest. Give your body a little bit of a shake out, roll a little bit to the left and the right. Send your body some love. Just finish with some nice deep breathing. So laying on your back, focusing on breathing into your belly, expanding your rib cage, expanding your lungs, then exhaling all the way out. And you can take your time doing this before you have to get back up again, but try and bring your body down into a rest and digest state. And send it some love.